Hey, what's up, everyone? My name's Lionel. I am your host for Speak Up, and I'm coming to you with another episode of different topics. Today is going to be a little bit more on the gossip trail, if you want to call it that. Some of the hot topics of crime. We got a little bit of girlfriend-boyfriend tea, and we got some accusations of assault, along with Verzuz returning. So let's get into it. I do first want to thank you for coming by. Like this video, subscribe, and you can leave your comments below. Now we can get into it. All right. So I think we're going to start with Mr. Stefon Diggs. Stefon Diggs, who we know, he is an athlete and also, I believe, in the NBA or NFL, whomever he is. He's in the news again. And he's been in the news a lot, and I think that he's gotten a lot more attention since he's now been paired with Cardi B. Cardi B is also carrying his child, and what has been told, as far as I know, I didn't really research, but it keeps being repeated that he has impregnated Cardi, but has 3 other children on the way. Interesting. However, there's also been other reports of him not being such a good guy. And we've seen that he has, well, we've been told, and it's been alleged that he has assaulted some people sexually. Well, this one is more physically domesticated assault. And this comes from Milan Hernandez. Now, some of you may have watched this reality show called Basketball Wives Orlando. It was the spin-off from the franchise from the Basketball Wives, which I absolutely loved, and it should have deserved more than one season. But anyways, Milan, she's talking. She's an ex of Stefon. And she accuses him of attempting to silence her over alleged assault. I'm getting this from US Weekly. Cardi B's boyfriend, Stefon Diggs, is being sued by his ex, Milan Hernandez, over an alleged assault, US Weekly can exclusively report. US obtained the counterclaim that Hernandez, 24, filed against Stefon Diggs, 31, on April 7th in a Texas court as part of the lawsuit he brought against her for alleged assault. So I guess he's saying that she was beating on him, and she's saying, oh no, you've been beating on me. And you wanted me to stay quiet about it. In her filing, Hernandez, who starred on Basketball Wives Orlando, denied all allegations of wrongdoing and claimed Diggs was the one who got physical. She also claims that he is trying to silence her. She claimed on June 7, 2024, Diggs punched her in the back of her head with a closed fist. Hernandez claimed almost immediately after the alleged altercation, Diggs mounted an effort to induce Hernandez into signing a non-disclosure agreement so that Diggs' malicious and egregious act would be kept from the NFL and from public view. Lord Jesus. Hernandez claimed that Diggs frantically flew out his personal assistant to Houston in June in an attempt to have her sign the non-disclosure agreement, which would have prevented her from speaking out against the alleged incident. She admitted her lawyer reached out to Diggs' lawyer in an attempt to hold him accountable for his actions November 2024. She claimed she was diagnosed with a concussion on the very day of the assault. In her suit, Hernandez demanded unspecified damages for her physical pain and mental suffering and for her medical bills. She asked the court to award her at least $250 and no more than $1 million. Back in February, Diggs sued his ex and a third party, Brianna Max, for assault, trespass, intentional infliction of emotional distress, conspiracy, and various other claims. He accused the duo of attempt extortion. In his suit, Diggs explains that he was in a casual relationship with Hernandez in early 2024. He said he often allowed Hernandez and her friends to stay at his Houston apartment. He said Hernandez partied the evening of June 6, 2024 through early morning, June 7, 2024. He said around 6 a.m. on June 7th, Hernandez arrived at his apartment where she proceeded to assault him and destroy his property. Why? Hernandez burst through the bathroom and into the gaming room, visibly intoxicated and upset. Diggs told Hernandez to leave, but she refused. Diggs attempted to defuse the situation by attempting to remove himself from Jones' line of fire. But she continued to castigate him the lawsuit says. Basically trying to push him into some type of assault or something. The NFL star said his ex slammed his video game console on the ground, grabbed his valuable wristwatch off the counter worth $130,000 and slammed it on the ground, severely damaging it. He claimed she then took his cell phone and tossed it in the toilet. Diggs alleged she continued by punching him in the chest multiple times. During the incident, he claimed Hernandez threatened him with a dangerous weapon. He said any contact with her and her friend was done in self-defense. Diggs said that he did not strike, kick, or attack her in any manner. He claimed Mac was with Hernandez and witnessed the attack. He said he repeatedly asked the duo to leave, but they refused. Oh, so he was double teamed. He claimed on the night in question, Hernandez made a hospital visit for nausea and vomiting and was given anti-nausea medication. He said Hernandez denied suffering any physical abuse during the visit. Diggs claimed she reported she had fallen on a wet kitchen floor. He claimed she visited another doctor on June 14th, where she falsely claimed that she had been punched in the back of the head with a closed fist. In the weeks and months that followed, Hernandez and Mac, both individually and with the assistance of counsel, tried to use their newly spun tale to extort millions of dollars from him. Diggs said that he refused to comply with their demand. His lawyer said simply, Diggs brings this case because he will not be victimized by the attempts of defendants to extort money from him. It is defendants who are liable to Diggs and not the other way around. Diggs' suit claimed that Hernandez's lawyer claimed she had been living with Diggs and was 5 weeks pregnant. Wow. At the time he allegedly assaulted her. She demanded $1 million in damages. His lawsuit demanded access to $250K, but not more than $1 million from Hernandez and Mac. So her countersuit is at the same amount as Diggs. In a separate filing, Mac denied all allegations of wrongdoing. The case is ongoing. Lord Jesus. So that's what's up. Who do I believe? I think that there is battery on both parts. Where it started, who knows? Possibly it did happen in regards to Milan showing up at the place. I guess we got to know why she showed up at the place. I'm sure it has something to do with something. I'll just say that much. I don't know if he's a cheater or not, but whatever. Since they were casually dating. But she was pregnant. I don't know if it was her child, his child or not, but because I haven't heard from Milan in forever. We haven't heard her in the news or whatever. So I think that there's probably fault on each part in some type of way. To the extent, who knows? Who threw the first blow? Who knows? It could have been a thing of Milan was hitting him and all that stuff and egging him on. I don't know. But to the point where you needed to punch her in the back of the head to give her a concussion, I don't know. He's saying that she's making it up as far as the concussion. Who knows that? However, I do know that there are a lot of women that will still stick up for a man after they have beat them to a pulp. So you could be just had orchestrated something for her to say this, instead of telling the truth up front. And maybe she had buyer's remorse in regards to even agreeing to that, So I don't know in regards to this. If this goes to trial, cool. Maybe somebody will bring up the court records. This is a case for Mims. Make it make sense. Shout out to him. He's the one that will get the court documents and will let us know what's up. That's that on that. Good luck in court. I think Stefon Diggs is getting a lot of court dates these days. Let's move on to Miss Porsha Williams, formerly Stewart, formerly Gobadia. I guess she's back to Williams. But anyways, what's been going on with Porsha? She was at CultureCon in Atlanta over this past weekend, and she was talking about what her dating experience is now. And she talked about that she's dating a man and a woman. Through all of that, she's talking about, this was in New York, sorry, not in Atlanta. But she just talked about her struggles as far as being vulnerable, and we'll get into that in just a second. Yeah, so I'll go to E! Online. Porsha Williams revealed she's dating a woman after Simon Gabatia's divorce. Of course, y'all highlighting the woman because that's the scandalous part of it. And I'll get into that in just a minute. 3 months after Porsha Williams finalized her divorce from ex Simon Gabatia, the Real Housewives Atlanta star surprised fans by revealing she currently is dating a man and a nice woman. Porsha Williams is feeling just peachy about her new potential love interest. More than 3 months after the Real Housewives of Atlanta star finalized her divorce from ex Simon Gabatia, she revealed she's currently seeing 2 new suitors. One of them just happens to be a woman. The people who I'm talking about, Porsha says, it's just 2. Porsha told fans on October 5th during an Instagram video appearance at CultureCon 2025 in New York City. I narrowed it down to 2. He is nice and she is nice. The crowd did gasp if you have not seen the video. After taking a pause amid gasp from the audience, the 44-year-old continued, I really just wanted to make sure that these were normal people. And what I talked to my therapist the other day was, I'm having a hard time opening up because they're not narcissists. And guess what narcissists do? They love bomb you. They do everything. They look perfect. They mirror you, and these people are not. Porsha, I'll say what I need to say. Porsha, who is a mom to 6-year-old daughter Pilar with ex Dennis McKinley, went on to note, they're challenging you. They're asking me questions. They're not letting me walk over them. While the revelation might have surprised some fans, Bravo star actually hinted at possibly opening up her dating pool to include admirers of both sexes earlier this summer, noting she felt like she can't connect with other men following her messy split from Simon. Porsha told People in June of looking for love again, I'm going to do it different this time. I'm going to be alone until I'm whole. And then when I'm whole, then I will open myself back up so I don't make the same mistake again. And not wanting to repeat history meant potentially looking for love in a new type of partner. When you go through a bad enough breakup, you're like, I don't like nobody. Williams went on to joke. I was sitting there, I was like, do I like women enough? Can I get with a woman? Who could come in and fill this void? But I don't yet, it'll come. While fans wait for more updates on Porsha's love life, keep reading to see where the stars fall on E! Official's ranking of housewives, every housewife ever. All right, so yeah. So that's the current status. And I just wonder what you guys feel about this. Do you guys think that Porsha is really ready to accept the gay part of her life because she's never really wanted to admit anything? But when she wanted to blast out Shamia during the reunion, she was saying that Shamia tongue-kissed Kandi just as much as she did. As you know, that what Kandi revealed in season 9 about them kissing in the club and all the other stuff that she had going on. So we knew that Porsha had attraction to women, even though she was a minister a few years before hooking up with Stewart, her first ex-husband. She was a preacher and she was preaching against homosexuality, but now she's come to, I guess, evolution. Or is this a storyline? Do you think Porsha is embracing her queerness, or is this a storyline? Is this gay for pay? I have some thoughts. Even here when she said that she wasn't going to start dating until she felt whole. But you don't feel whole. You're currently going to therapy. And then you said that you need somebody to fill a void. Ma'am, this is not the time to be dating anyone. Just see your therapist. Just see your therapist. That's all I can say. So that's why it feels like it's just a stunt to me. Are we getting Kim Zolciak, KKK Kim? Well, you remember she was dating DJ Tracy, but now she's ready to open this up. But I feel like Porsha really doesn't have anything going on. That's just my feeling on this whole thing. Of course, people are gasping, but guess what? People are going to embrace you more as you try to play with your queerness. Hopefully you're not playing with it. Hopefully you are serious, because it's just a really mockery, especially for men who get judged for even trying to see both the sexes. It's almost like bisexuality, it doesn't exist and all that stuff, and you're just really trash if you are involved with the man at any point if you're a male. Hopefully you're not. But I don't know how her fans will take it, because y'all quite flip-floppy in regards to her. And a lot of the the queer community, for whatever reason, will still have a, how can I say this? Will look over some stuff. And they won't hold people accountable that you know, just because you love them, that you know are wrong. You'll still, because you're so googly-eyed over their persona, especially in the public eye, which is so crazy. You have a lot of homophobic women that a lot of the gays do look up to. And I don't understand. And it's evident. They let you know. And y'all still let them just disrespect your community. That's crazy. So we're going to see what this is all about. I do think it's a storyline. That's my personal thing. And of course, there's always these contradictions that Porsha lives by. Even from that book. When she had her memoir or whatever that came out, ma'am, no. But anyways, y'all let me know. What I do know, we found out who Porsha's girlfriend, or the person that she's seen. Don't know if they've made it official or not. Porsha appears to be dating a woman named Patrice Sway McKinney. Days after the 44-year-old Real Housewives of Atlanta star confirmed she was dating both a male and female, fans believe her mystery woman is Sway, a licensed master barber who describes herself on Instagram as an entrepreneur who helps people open profitable salon suite businesses. On October 6th, Mr. Housewives shared a slideshow in which Porsha was seen seemingly introducing Sway to her co-stars Phaedra Parks and Angela Oakley while filming scenes for season 17. So that right there lets me know it's a stunt. Unless you guys believe something else. And do you have something to back that up with? That woman was Patrice Sway McKinney, the founder of Encore Salon Suites, the first black-owned salon suite brand to become a franchise. The outlet shared, revealing that Sway turned down both a professional basketball career and a corporate job to launch her business, which now has 4 locations, with more on the way. So, while also confirming via screenshots that Porsha and Sway were following each other on Instagram, Mr. Housewives went on to share a clip of Porsha appearing to be with Sway from TikTok. Yeah, I don't know if you guys see the clip or whatever. The news of Porsha's potential romance with Sway comes just months after she predicted she would date a woman while chatting with people. And I've already kind of repeated some of the things. I've already read all of this. Yeah. So what do you guys think? Porsha's with what they call within the gay culture a stud, which is more masculine presenting. All I gotta say is don't mess over a stud. Porsha. You mess up and F up, I hope you can really fight. Not just throw appliances and boom boxes and dishes. Hopefully you can fight. Because a lot of them will move some furniture if you play with them. So that's all I gotta say. But y'all let me know, is this gay for pay? Or is she really exploring her gayness now? At least out loud. So, of course, we do know that Diddy was sentenced. And I'm just making, because I know you guys have heard everything. NBC News reports that Sean Diddy Combs sentenced to 50 months. A judge sentenced Sean Diddy to 50 months in prison, fined him $500,000, and ordered 5 years of supervised release. That's good. Before he was sentenced, Combs addressed the judge, begging for mercy and apologizing for sick actions. Prosecutor had pushed for more than 11 years, while the defense sought 14 months, which would have qualified time served. Combs has been in custody since September 2024. He will receive credit for over a year already served. A jury acquitted Combs of racketeering and sex trafficking charges on July 2nd, but convicted him of 2 lesser counts of transporting former girlfriends for prostitution. Isn't that sex trafficking though? But whatever. But yeah, that's where it's at least for Diddy, and he deserved more time. But there was something else that was developing that I only saw on Twitter, and this comes from a Twitter account, but they do have their own site, Inner City Press. He's talking about that after Sean Combs sentenced to 50 years, now there's an order to forfeit property under 3 counts and 5 I'm sorry. Now ordered to forfeit property under counts 3 and 5. So Inner City Press is reporting on it. They have a Patreon account, and if you subscribe there and buy into their subscription, you can find out what they found out through the court records. I personally am not doing that because it's just them at the moment. I do respect them and shout out to them. It's just one outlet right now, and I would like to see it catch on a little bit more momentum before I would ever think about doing that, at least for this round, you know. So anyways, is Diddy getting off a little bit less than what should he have more time, or did he already serve his time? Y'all can let me know in the comments. One last thing, Verzuz is coming back. It's going to be in Las Vegas, and the contenders is going to be record labels. The first one is Cash Money Records versus No Limit Records. Okay, now I'm just letting y'all know that I'm not really into rap like that. I know a few artists and minimal songs. So when I'm looking down this list, I'm like, okay, let's see who's going to win this, and who's your money on between Cash Money and No Limit Records. If you are rap fans, let me know in the comments. I'm looking through all these acts: Ace Hood, Boo and Gotti, Bow Wow. I can see Busta Rhymes. They better have him as a contender. Christina Milian. I didn't know she was on there. DJ Khaled, Drake. I don't know if he can do that because of his current contract, because I know he's not with Cash Money. So I wonder if they're going to have old artists on there too. I don't know. Jay Sean, Kiki Wyatt was on there. Little Mo, Lil Wayne, Limp Bizkit. Now I went to a white school, so I know who Limp Bizkit is. Never really heard their music, but I know who they are. Mystical. Nicki was on there. Nicki Minaj. Paris Hilton. Even PJ Morton was on there. I said, oh, okay. Tigga. Young Buck. Oh, there's some other people that are still on there. Young Greatness. Tony Lopez. Whoever these folks are. TQ. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah. That's all from Cash Records. Now, from No Limit, 504 Boys. I don't know these folks. Big Ed, he's deceased. C Murder, well, he's incarcerated. Choppa, Currency, EA Ski, Fiend, Full Blooded, Gambino Family, Ghetto Commission, Cain and Abel, Crazy with a K, Little Rick, Little Soldiers, Little Italy. I don't know these jokes. Mac, Master P. Okay, finally I know somebody. Mercedes, Mia X. Oh, Mystical was over there too. Prime Suspects, Romeo, Rich Boys, Snoop Dogg, Soldier Slim, True, and Young Bleed. So yeah, Cash Money has some, I think, more. I can't say bankable. I think they had more prominent artists than they do over on No Limit. But I guess we shall see what acts. But what acts do you want to come out and do what they do? Y'all let me know that, please, in the comments. That's all I have for this edition. Stay tuned for more. A lot more reviews on different shows. Sisters is coming back tonight. Zatima, they're having a mid-season finale tonight or tomorrow. Chasing Orlando, that comes on tomorrow. The Braxtons come on Friday. Bell Collective has already come out on Friday. So there's a lot I'm doing throughout the rest of this weekend and into the weekend. There's a new show on Netflix I'm going to be reviewing too. So y'all stay tuned to that. And I appreciate you for coming to my channel. Like, comment, and subscribe. Until the next one, peace.